Jacob.
I'm Yuri.
We're going for a drive.
'23 Range Rover
SV Signature Suite with launch control.
It moves a lot.
It moves so much. Definitely not slow, but it is big.
Horsepower and torque.
523 horsepower, 553 pound-feet of torque from a 4.4-liter twin-turbo V8.
Why is this thing so big?
Because this is the full-size Range Rover with the options that are maxed out, basically, because this is an SV. So I actually want to start from the back. Okay, there is so much to talk about back here. Starting with, I'm going to put myself into the fully reclined position. Although Yuri can actually do all of this for me up front. I'm going to hit the seat button on my tablet, which is not removable, hit the recline button, and now everything is going to start moving. Front seat goes forward, rear seat reclines, the footrest comes out, and then once that's in its final position, the screen in front of me will actually tilt right down at a really good angle so that I can always see it. So my footrest is coming down, my thigh rest is about to come up, and I can even adjust how far up that thigh rest goes with this little button right here. Gonna max that out right now as Yuri's sending it cautiously through Cliche Corner because I'm a VIP. I'm good back here now, Yuri.
Most importantly, do you fully fit at 6'1.5"?
I fully do. So we previously reviewed the full-size Range Rover, but not the long wheelbase. This is the extended wheelbase, and I fit like a glove, Yuri.
Compared to the LX600 and the Maybach, like, this is amazing.
This is incredible.
And then I fit so well that my feet don't even touch the footrest.
Yeah.
Which is wild. And then that thing is a material that is too delicate. There's already shoe prints from the last person who drove this.
Yeah, so back here, man, this feels so luxurious. So this headrest fully adjusts, and you can even pull in the sides like an airplane, and now my head is just like perfectly positioned that it's not gonna move, and Yuri can just keep sending it. And Yuri, would you be a good driver and pass me my coffee, please? Thank you very much. Cup holders. Okay, so they're fully motorized back here. You actually press it through the tablet, this thing spins, and then the cup holders come up for me to actually put my cup in there, and it fits perfectly. Next thing, I have a tray table. Yes, it is operated by a button through this thing as well, so now that will raise. Unfortunately, I actually do have to kind of reach.
Wait, no you don't.
Oh, thank you, sir. Gentleman driver right there. So now I can unfold this wood tray table, and this is the ultimate VIP experience once I put this peasant blocker up. Look at this experience back here. This is honestly second to none. The fact that I fit here and I can have this experience here, unlike in a Maybach where I was slightly uncomfortable, amazing.
And that actually, second to none, we're actually serious about second to none because a lot of people throw that phrase around. Like, we drove the Maybach, we drove the LX600, we've been in the back of a Rolls-Royce.
A Cullinan doesn't even have this. A Phantom, like, yes, I do fit back here and it is amazing, but a Phantom's also triple the price of this potentially.
Okay, and then what I love about this is your rear screen. HDMI inputs, we've got the power and the HDMIs in the one of the huge compartments back there.
Let me just put my tray table away so I can show that. Yep, right here.
What more do you need?
So everything is layered in here. We have extra storage in there, and then we also have our wireless charger over here, and I'm not done because we also have a fridge back here. So if I press this button, I have to use this, and then this pops open, and now I've got my glasses. No, they're not champagne flutes, they're something else, but they are branded.
Okay, and then what is cool about this is that that fridge can't move, right? It's stuck there.
Correct.
Just like the Maybach.
Yes.
In the Maybach, those seats were like flat too. You couldn't move them or anything. From the trunk, you can actually have that seat fold down. So if you need to carry 2x4s that match your awesome wood material, I don't know, but it can. We can fold it down from the back, just that passenger side.
I just can't stress how well everything is implemented in this car. The fact that there's a button to do that from the trunk is amazing. And then Yuri can control everything that I just did back here from that front screen, which is also so easy to use.
And unlike the Maybach, if I leave the car, I'm the driver, I got the key in my pocket, it's gonna beep once that it's gone and it's gonna be quiet. The Maybach would constantly beep if the key wasn't located in the car.
And that's not very luxurious now, is it?
Okay, wait, is it Maybach, 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 Maybach? Let us know in the comments below which one it was.
Or is it Range Rover?
Range Rover.
Oh man, that was so easy.
Because I just need to know for when I make the title R.I.P. Maybach.
Yeah. This, honestly, this does R.I.P. Maybach. It really does.
It does.
It's not like ostentatious. It's just like, it's very premium without being over the top. It's just right.
Okay, I don't even want to talk about the outside for a while. This inside, the spec, the way everything is like white, tan, and this, I guess, beechwood, and also the white dials instead of piano black is perfect. Like if you have a yacht or one of those big, I don't know what
You mean how many yachts you have? One of them will be similar to this.
Yeah, but I feel like you could get this with only one boat.
Probably, but at the same time, like, you probably have a couple cars and boats.
What's your favorite part about the interior and materials?
I mean, the fact that I actually have a leather roof, like leather wrapped everywhere.
And you're a daddy?
Yeah.
This is a perfect leather daddy car if you're into tan leather.
Yuri, test those visors for me because they're also leather wrapped.
Oh, but it is cloth on this side.
Yes.
3, 2, 1, full extension, and we got a second visor.
So that's a full extension and a second visor. That's a full pass.
Super full pass.
And the cup holders up there, Yuri, I know they do function. Here you go, sir. Oh, my seatbelt's cut. There we go.
It fits, and then we could also remove this middle part if you've got one of those like travel mugs with the handle, because like maybe the driver doesn't have budget to go to Starbucks and get his thing. He's got to make it at home.
Well, the driver doesn't even have a motorized cup holder, so like clearly I'm the priority anyways.
And there's a ton of room down here. Like, look at this.
You got a fridge up there too.
And then I can like move stuff around here and go underneath. It's very good for drivers.
For drivers and for passengers, this air suspension is incredible. It is like floating on a goddamn cloud. It is the best.
Jesus Christ, it is comfortable. And as a driver, I love that I have this little armrest, but I can also pull it back in here. And it's cool that this knob here is also white. And you were saying this is
it's ceramic white.
It reminds you of a toilet.
Yes, porcelain toilet.
When you said that, it kind of ruined it for me a little bit.
But it's still so not, like, I love that it's not gloss black.
I would have loved to see that if all the gloss black was white, like the start stop button was white with black lettering, and like the volume button, that would be like perfect. So maybe a little bit of looks to switch things up a bit.
Yeah, let's talk about the spec on the outside because, again, it matches the interior. It is perfect. Whoever spec'd this vehicle knew exactly what they were doing. So, this Corinthian bronze, or whatever it's called, is gorgeous on this very expensive optional paint.
Yeah, okay. The white and the bronze coppery stuff just looks great, and like the accents everywhere, everything is perfect. And I even like how like the SV badge is white with black on the inside.
Yes.
Where I think usually it would be the other way around.
And then we also have the SV badge on the front, whatever you call those, the side blade things, because they're also in that color where they would normally on a full-size Range Rover be like silver or something like that.
Now, do you like the looks of this more than that last gold one we drove? Because I love that gold paint, but I feel like with this interior, I would need to go with this exterior.
Yeah, I totally agree. I don't love that exterior paint enough to justify that over this, because this is just perfect. The way that the wheels match the roof, match all of the little accents everywhere, is impeccable.
Oh, and since it's summertime, I need to make sure that all of you have your summer wheels on. None of you are riding winters this far into the year, okay?
Yeah, definitely go to continentaltire.com/TheStraightPipes to see what summer or all-season tires are available for your car.
And there's also a promotion going on right now for June, so check it out. It may be the perfect tire for your vehicle. So then overall looks-wise, would you take this over a Maybach or a Rolls-Royce or an LX600? Because I love that LX600 grille all the way down to the ground.
Okay, looks-wise, I still think I kind of like the Cullinan because of how ridiculous it is. But the most impressive, without being over the top, this is it 100%.
I kind of like how a Maybach can be two-tone and bounce.
True.
Because the bouncing is an exterior like look, I guess, right?
Yeah, and with that, the Maybach actually does have better air suspension because it can do the Maybach mode. You actually lean a lot less because you can lean into the turns and all that, like curve mode. This doesn't have that. So yes, I do kind of lean a little bit back here, but I do even have adjustable bolsters back here, which I can customize through this my own little infotainment back here.
So I think this is the car to choose looks-wise if you want to be understated a bit.
As
tiny
crazy as that sounds, you're 100% right, because this is still slightly understated.
Like, this doesn't look nearly as like tacky as like the chrome plastic grills do on the Maybach, which I still really like.
Yes, although while I was driving it during the week, I did kind of constantly be checking my mirrors because I was kind of scared that I was going to get robbed all the time.
Oh yeah.
But like, you know, I had have a driver with probably a personal protective device that I wouldn't feel that anymore.
And then right now we've got some rubber floor mats protecting all of the floors an okay amount. But since this carpet is so nice, what would you recommend, Jacob?
A set of TuxMat, of course, Yuri. Go to tuxmat.com/TheStraightPipes because they do have a set available for the short wheelbase.
I mean, somebody might spill red wine while they're out picnicking or in a garden party, sitting in the back having a sip from the frozen cooler or whatever.
I've never heard a more accurate statement in my life coming from your mouth, Yuri. Speaking of all that kind of stuff, you can also get like a leather rear seating package because this has the split fold tailgate. So you can actually kind of like sit down comfortably and enjoy your cocktail while staring at, I don't know, your vineyard that you probably own.
I guess if, as a rich person, you're not legally allowed to drink frozen red wine from a champagne flute, are you?
I mean, as a rich person, the legal boundaries of what applies to you are probably a little bit different. So since we've been chilling in comfort mode the entire time, Yuri, would you send it for me in dynamic mode, which changes the air suspension, lowers the car slightly, and gives it slightly more aggression through the pedal?
And red gauges.
Okay, so that took a while to downshift. Oh my God, I feel like I'm in a plane. I swear to God, I know it's the most cliche thing to say, but it feels like I was about to take off there.
Yeah.
So you have the shifter in D mode, so if you put it into S mode, it will shift faster. So if you do that again right now.
All right, chilling in S mode.
That was way better.
Feels so familiar, this power.
I wonder why. Yes, it's a BMW engine that I paid a lot of money for.
Oh, by the way, is there anything BMW that really competes with this? Probably just like an X?
An XM? I would say no.
No, like what about a i7?
No, not even
though
close.
it's not an SUV.
Literally nothing, Yuri.
Because the Alpina XB7 didn't have this cool rear seat thing.
No, and then there's nothing with an extended wheelbase or anything like that. And you sent it through Cliche pretty hard, and I was good there.
Oh, yeah, that was just chill.
I was like, all right, cool.
I wasn't going super slow. I wasn't trying to be comfortable for you.
Yeah, no, I didn't. I was hoping you weren't.
Okay, back to eco. And then we do have a whole bunch of off-road modes and all that cool stuff too.
Oh man, you just ecoed my climate back here.
Oh yeah, I did. I noticed that. Okay,
Yeah.
let's put it back to comfort because we don't care about the environment.
No, not in this vehicle. Twin turbo V8. It's nice. So with that, Yuri, ZF 8-speed, nice and smooth. I think we should get to the price.
Hit me with it.
So I paid. So the short wheelbase SV starts at $259,900
Canadian.
and this one is optioned out to $311,905, which is a lot of money.
I think that's perfectly reasonable for who this is targeted at.
The thing is that Maybach was so much cheaper, and it was about 90% of what this car is, I think, and you know, a little bit above in some other ways. Rolls-Royce Cullinan would be more than this and would not be as comfortable back here. So it's this kind of interesting middle ground. It's also very quiet in here, potentially as quiet as a Cullinan. Yes, it's a lot of money, but at this price, it's kind of one of those who cares cars, right?
Yeah, I think people who have this on their list of cars they want to buy, if they want to buy a luxury SUV with an executive seat in the back, like the price can be from $200,000 to $600,000 and they don't care.
That makes sense.
It's like you buying a used rear-wheel drive sports car from the 90s. Like, you know, I can spend up to like 20 grand. It's like if it comes in at like 9,000 or like 15, it doesn't matter to you. For them, that's the difference of a couple $100,000.
Makes a lot of sense if you put it that way. So let us know what you think of this car, because I would say this is number one for me now. And if you were cross-shopping one of these with a Maybach or a Rolls-Royce Cullinan, you can do that on tsp.truecar.com. You can add them to the comparison tool, see which one's better in which categories. And yes, you can even get discounted price offers on some of these cars.
I wonder what the differences would be for the used ones. Like how cheap or expensive are like used Maybachs or LX600s right now?
Yeah.
Let us know if this RIPs the Maybach, the LX600, the Rolls-Royce Cullinan, and the Alpina.
Honestly, this is nicer than I expected it to be, and I love it.
This has made me think so much more of the Range Rover brand.
Yeah, they killed it with this. Slow clap, Range Rover.
Fast clap.